Landing a job as a general practitioner in Australia can be an exciting and rewarding opportunity, but it does require thorough preparation and a clear understanding of the interview process. Whether you're a local candidate or an international medical graduate, this 9-step guide will help you navigate the key steps to secure a GP position in Australia. Number 1 is understanding the Australian healthcare system. Before stepping into the interview room, it's crucial to understand the structure of the Australian healthcare system. Australia's healthcare system includes both public and private sectors, with Medicare being the primary public healthcare scheme. Familiarize yourself with 3 things. Firstly, Medicare and bulk billing. Understand how Medicare works, including the bulk billing system, where GPs bill Medicare directly. And I have created a video that explains how Medicare works, so I will leave a link in the description below. Secondly, practice management. Learn about the operation of general practices, including patient flow, electronic medical records, and practice management software. And again, I have a really great video on how to use best practice, which is by far the most common clinical system in Australia. Lastly, we'll talk about regulations and guidelines. Know the guidelines provided by the Royal Australian College of General Practitioners, and that is the RACGP, and the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency, and that is 𝐴HPRA. But also understand the commonly used websites with clinical guidelines. And you will be glad to know that I have also created a video with the 7 internet tabs you open up as a GP in Australia. Number 2 is preparing your application. Your application is your first impression, so ensure it is polished and professional. You need to prepare your resume or CV, where you highlight your qualifications, experience, and skills relevant to general practice. Include details of your medical education, internships, residencies, and any special training. You need to prepare a cover letter. Tailor your cover letter to the specific practice, demonstrating your understanding of their values, patient demographics, and your alignment with their goals. Finally, make sure to provide 2 references and provide credible references who can vouch for your clinical skills, work ethic, and professionalism. Number 3 is understanding the job requirements, because each general practice may have specific requirements based on location, patient demographics, and practice philosophy. Understand these requirements by researching the practice, visiting their website, reading reviews, and understanding their services and patient population, and also by networking and connecting with current or former employees if possible to get insights into the practice environment and expectations. And to be honest, if a practice really does need another doctor, then they will be more than happy to connect you with the current employees to confirm that. Number 4 is preparing for common interview questions. Make sure to prepare for a mix of clinical, behavioral, and situational questions. And some common interview questions include clinical scenarios like how would you manage a patient with chronic pain, or describe your approach to a patient with multiple comorbidities. You may get behavioral questions, so can you give an example of a time when you had to handle a difficult patient? Or how do you manage work-life balance? And finally, situational questions, like what would you do if you disagreed with a colleague about a patient's treatment plan? Number 5 is demonstrating cultural competence. Australia is a multicultural society, and it's important to demonstrate your ability to work with diverse populations. Focus on communication skills and show your ability to communicate effectively with patients from different cultural backgrounds, and also mention cultural sensitivity, and be prepared to discuss how you have managed cultural differences in your previous practice. Number 6 is highlighting your professional development. Make sure to show your commitment to continuous learning and professional development. In this, discuss any continuing professional development activities you have undertaken or are still in the process of completing, and also consider mentioning any memberships with professional bodies such as the RACGP or the AMA, or other special interest groups. Number 7 is asking insightful questions, because an interview is a 2-way street. Asking insightful questions can demonstrate your genuine interest in the position and help you determine if the practice is the right fit for you. Consider questions like, what is the patient demographic like? Or what are the common health issues faced by patients here? And also, how does the practice support ongoing professional development? Number 8 is understanding the visa and licensing requirements, and this is especially important for international candidates. If you are an international medical graduate like myself, Ensure you understand the visa and licensing requirements. So firstly, you must be registered with 𝐷BRA to practice in Australia. You must be registered with the RACGP, and there is a reduced rate for IMGs. And depending on your country of origin, you may need to apply for a work visa. Number 9, lastly, is following up. After the interview, send a thank you email to express your appreciation for the opportunity and reiterate your interest in the position. This leaves a positive impression and keeps you fresh in the interviewer's mind. In summary, interviewing for a GP job in Australia requires thorough preparation and a clear understanding of the healthcare system, practice environment, and cultural contexts. But hopefully, by following these steps, you'll be well equipped to present yourself as a capable and committed candidate, ready to make a positive impact in the community that you serve. Remember, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave me a comment below, and also feel free to email me directly. Otherwise, good luck.